Namaskar, hello and welcome to Entertainment Quarter. Well, for everything that has happened today, I have one thing to say. Aaj tak, Munna Bhai, for me and for a lot of other people, was just one word. Today, it has been divided into two words because Munna has gone from being Munna to Bhai. And that, of course, is the big thing as far as today is concerned. Well, the Supreme Court has granted the Bollywood star, well, 4 weeks of leniency, as they would call it, and he has got his reprieve. But what is that said about everybody else? Well, that of course is the big question. So 4 weeks to complete his work is what the Supreme Court has passed on him today. But that of course is just an order. Well, they've granted him 4 weeks, a month's time to surrender and undergo 3.5 years jail term for illegally processing firearms in connection with the 1993 Mumbai serial blast. The apex court granted some reprieve to Dutt a day after they rejected a similar plea from other convicts. The breather came to Sanjay from the Supreme Court as an apex court gave 4 weeks to the actor and says relief has been given on humanitarian grounds. That of course is to complete all the pending work that he has. Well, so it's time for Sanjay Dutt, of course, to get back to work. Bhai is going to get back to work. But Munna is being celebrated in Bollywood, and that's because, well, certainly Bollywood is breathing a sigh of relief.
His life is directly connected with the lives of the workers and the movies that he is supposed to complete. Going to prison tomorrow would devastate those producers and put those workers into jeopardy. So he pointed this out in his petition, and there was no legal platform on which he was standing. It was a mercy. He asked for a grace period of time, and the court saw the legitimacy of his appeal and gave him that kind of a 1 month grace period. And the next 1 month, he's not going to be sitting down at home. He is working for 14 to 15 hours a day, and he will finish his work. I think it's too less a period, but when you ask for mercy, you can't ask for mercy on your terms.
He has served his sentence in very many ways. Yet, I too respect the law. The Supreme Court has passed the judgment. There is a point where we all draw the line. We must respect the courts of the.
I don't know about those films because I'm not involved in those films. But I mean, these people are very, very competent people, and they will decide, what to shoot first. And Sanjay Dutt is a very hardworking guy. I mean, when I was doing Khoobsurat, he used to, work full night. He will do double shifts. He will work 24 hours, and then he will complete these films because he is, he understands. He has done 150 films, so he knows how to finish films. In crisis. So they will manage. They have to manage.
Well, as far as Bollywood is concerned, it certainly is saying, well, Munna Bhai, go ahead and continue your work. But we're, of course, going to be joined right now from Mumbai by Rohit Khilnani, my colleague. Rohit, what do you hear from the ground? Actually, how is one, Bollywood taking it? And two, what's the ground report? How long is it going to take Munna Bhai, that is Sanjay, to finish all the work that he has on hand?
Yes, Denzel, on the day it was announced that Sanjay Dutt will be going to jail for 3.5 more years, he made it very clear by issuing a press statement that nobody will suffer and he will complete all his movies. On that day, he had about 5 movies: Pulisgiri, Ungli, Zanjeer, PK and Sher. After 3 days, he started shooting for Pulisgiri. He shot for PK at Mumbai's VT station with Amir Khan. He shot for Ungli with Imran Hashmi. He's been working day in and day out to complete all his projects, and from what we hear, most of the work is done. If trade sources are to be believed, the money riding on the actor at that time was 250 crores. Now it's up somewhere around 70 crores. If we take a film like PK, we know that, this film does not depend on Sanjay Dutt. This film depends completely on Amir Khan. Again, Ungli is not a film where Sanjay Dutt is the solo hero. So all these films, now, of course, for the past 2-3 days, we've been hearing that, that every director needs more time. Now, do they actually need time? We really have no idea whether this was at all a legal advice taken from someone. We heard from all producers that they need more time. But Denzel, as we know, one scene can be shot in one day, and one scene can take as many as 3-4 days. So even though the verdict is out by the Supreme Court, the support from Bollywood for Sanjay Dutt is unbelievable. Even what we hear now is, if today the verdict was not going to be in Sanjay Dutt's favor and he would not get an extension, producers were even ready to go to the write to the President of India asking for more time, because there is a lot of money riding on the actor. Now, whether this money is actually riding on the actor, we are still waiting to hear that.
Well, certainly, thank you so much, Rohit. As far as Bollywood is concerned, it definitely, is saying, yes, Munna Bhai, go ahead and do what you need to do. And he's got a month's time to do it. Whether he'll be able to finish everything or not, well, that is a huge question as for now. But moving on, let's talk Ashki. Ashki 2, yes, a brand new movie coming to you. And it has another Kapoor in it. OMG. Bollywood's kind of filling up with Kapoors. Here's a brand new Kapoor for you.
मोहब्बत, आशिकी सिर्फ लफ्जों के सिवा और कुछ नहीं, पर जब वो मिली, इन लफ्जों को मायने मिल गए.
I remember in the first standard, I used to get these anonymous letters from this one boy.
I had gone into a manic stage at one time in the 9th standard when one girl had dumped me and I was very sad and I was really depressed. So that was my first heartbreak.
तू ही मुझको बता दे, चाहूँ मैं आना, अपने तू दिल का बता दे, चाहूँ मैं आना.
Times may have changed, the expression of love might have changed, but love remains the same, except that it has two fresh faces. Am I right?
Fresh faces. Are you fresh face?
I have slept only 2 hours, so I'm not that fresh. But yeah, when I was shooting the film, I tried to get my fair share of sleep.
We're not fresh faces nowadays. We are juggling dubbing and promotions and a lot of things at one point of time. I've had to put extra makeup today also. So it took me 4 hours, 5 hours to get it.
Giving out a secret, shut down.
The dark circles have reached till here actually.
प्यार, मोहब्बत, आशिकी सिर्फ लफ्जों के सिवा और कुछ नहीं, पर जब वो मिली, इन लफ्जों को मायने मिल गए.
The promos have received a great response. The song, of course, the songs are doing really well. Want to know from you guys, what's your favorite track from the film?
Tum Hi Ho. It's unanimously, a lot of people are loving it. We got a ridiculous amount of hits in the first week itself. We got 2 million.
Many people watched it. Yeah.
He's clearly not good with the numbers.
I felt it, yeah.
So it's become a rage and it's amazing and it's my favorite song.
क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो, चैन भी, मेरा दर्द भी, मेरी आशिकी अब तुम ही हो.
The film was offered to you. Did you guys have this kind of thing in your mind that the film is going to be compared to the original? And did you remember watching the film? Did you ever go back to the CD, watch it all over again?
Of course, I remember watching the film. I was really small though when it released a while ago. It released many years ago, but I was really small. And I remember the songs being a big rage. Just the way our songs are becoming now and have become already. So it feels really nice. And I've always wanted to be part of a romantic story. So it's happening now. So it's a dream come true.
धीरे धीरे से मेरी जिंदगी में आना, धीरे धीरे से दिल को चुराना, तुमसे प्यार हमें है कितना जाने जाना, तुमसे मिलकर तुमको है बताना.
I saw the original, but I don't have many memories of the film because I was very small when I watched it. The songs, of course, have stuck in my mind. But once I signed the film, I didn't consciously go to watch the film again. I said, now I'm going to watch it once this film is out, just to see what the similarities are and stuff. The fond memories of the music and stuff like that. But I wanted to go to this with a fresh slate because Mohit was doing that as
well. Which one is your favorite track from the original? If you had to pick up one song that kind of stays with you even today.
I like Saason Ki Zarurat.
Same here.
Hey,
Same
what is
here.
this? Shraddha?
Same here.
Yeah, I think that was the one that I really liked because it had some guitar on it, and I'm a guitar fiend, so yeah, that's my thing. Yeah.
सांसों की जरूरत है जैसे जिंदगी के लिए बस एक सनम चाहिए आशिकी के लिए.
Also, the film is quite special. The original one was also. We did have quite a few romantic scenes. What's the most craziest or the most funniest thing that the two of you have done, maybe when you were younger, for love?
I would not see now writing love letters in blood and all is not something that one must propagate. Please don't do that.
Have you done that?
I got close. I got into a manic stage at one time in the 9th standard when one girl had dumped me and I was very sad and I was really depressed. So that was my first heartbreak. You're laughing at me. Why are you laughing at me? So I was I nearly got there, but I had gotten pretty intense. So yeah, I've had
Earlier. And not during the film or anything. So.
Yeah, I've had some heartbreaks, so I had some true experiences to pull from. Yeah.
What about you? What's the most craziest thing that someone has done for you?
So I remember in the first standard, I used to get these anonymous letters from this one boy, and I used to keep guessing who is it because he wouldn't write his name. And then one day I actually guessed, and so I was right. And
because there were so many boys sending love letters in the first standard.
No, there was only one boy, and he was this shy little fellow. So when I guessed that it was him, he was so shy. It's quite cute now that I look back at it.
मैं दुनिया भुला दूंगा तेरी चाहत में ओ दुश्मन जमाना मुझे ना भुलाना मैं खुद को मिटा दूंगा तेरी चाहत में.
It's about love. It's a film about love. It has so much romance. You get to play the rock star, of course. You're having the guitar, you're singing song. How good are you as a singer, and how much would you rate him as a singer?
He's a very good singer. He plays the guitar also really well. he's very multi-talented. Actor hai, singer hai, musical instrument bhi baja sakta hai. Package deal.
Arey wow. Why have you shown no interest in me so far then? Yeah, right now I was already like you. Where was all this talk? All this while she's been criticizing me.
It's for our film.
It's all for the camera, I'm telling you. She doesn't really think these things about me.
It is actually.
For once, I'm shocked. I can't believe. No. I was just joking. I'm pulling a leg.
Okay, but tell us, how was it playing the rock star? What are the things that did you draw from a particular character, or was it just?
In the sense, I was lucky that I already knew how to play the guitar, so I didn't have to go through that whole trouble of making that look convincing because that was taken care of, and that makes a big difference. This is the way you hold the instrument, the way you play it. I think people guess whether you know it or not, and audiences become much more sensitive to that nowadays. So that was good, and it was cool because I think my dream was to be a musician first before an actor, and before that a cricketer. But that's another thing altogether. But to live it out on screen and to actually do that whole thing was something which was a really fun experience for me. You get to have all these people shouting for you, even though they're being paid to do it. But it's alright.
तेरा मेरा रिश्ता है कैसा एक पल दूर गवारा नहीं तेरे लिए हर रोज है जीते तुझको दिया मेरा वक्त सभी कोई लम्हा मेरा ना हो तेरे बिना हर सांस पे नाम तेरा क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो.
Can we get a sneak peek at one of the dialogues, the way you have mouthed it in the film?
See, let me tell you, on set it was tough for me to remember dialogues. So right now I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember even one. so maybe you can help me with some dialogues.
With some dialogues?
What heavy duty dialogues?
Heavy duty dialogues, बाप रे.
आशिकी सिर्फ लफ्जों के सिवा और कुछ नहीं, पर जब वो मिली इन लफ्जों को मायने मिल गए.
That's the line.
Wow! He remembered it. That's great.
I have a feeling that this guy is lying to us.
He clearly, he remembered.
Two fun actors who are, of course, musically inclined. We have a guitar here. If we can have a couple of lines from you, and if you can strum the guitar for us.
Sure, I'm at your...
Couple of lines.
ये मुझको बता दे चाहूं मैं या ना, अपनी तू दिल का पता दे, चाहूं मैं या ना।
तू ही ये मुझको बता दे, चाहूं मैं या ना, अपने तू दिल का बता दे, चाहूं मैं या ना।
What a voice she has, huh?
What a voice he has. How? But before I let you guys go, great music, great promos. One reason why people shouldn't miss this film.
One reason why people should not miss this film is because of its story, and go and watch it, feel the love that we share between us, and enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think we've made a really honest attempt. We've tried to really keep it as simple as possible. It's a simple love story with very basic emotions that I think everyone has felt. It is the epitome of love that these people share with each other, and I think that's something that people like to see because it's something they're either yearning for or that is something that they've felt themselves. So if you want to watch an intense love story with a lot of heart, then watch it.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and we certainly hope that this is a big hit for both of you.
Thank you so much.
And we'll catch you guys after the hit, maybe.
Now let's start off with a nursery rhyme. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. Making a noise, yes, Papa. Doing some surprise, yes, Papa. Open your mouth, Wadala. Well, certainly Wadala is happening to John Abraham.
Item boy might as well be this beefy actor's new Bollywood salutation. John Abraham danced his way to the Mumbai presser as he launched this peppy number from his upcoming flick Shootout at Wadala.
I think this is my life's number. Manya Ala Re Ala is my life's number. Give it to him, everybody! It's my lifeline. I enjoy the song.
On a promotional overdrive, the hunky star left John Abraham the star at home and brought with him the feisty goon he portrays on celluloid.
पहली बार मैं जॉन एब्राहम को छोड़ के आया हूँ. लोग सिर्फ मनिया सुर्वे को याद रखते हैं.
Johnny Boy is getting into the act and screaming his lungs out. Here's a man who will soon be playing Mumbai's dreaded gangster Manya Surve on the big screen, and he's making the most of the pre-release time, working his charm and building a massive hype around this anticipated sequel. Johns isn't the only item number in the film. There is Priyanka doing the Badmash Bubbly act. And there's Sunny in the much-hyped Leela. John lets in that Miss Leone isn't just shaking it to this peppy number, but she has a rather pivotal role to play.
सनी लियोन का इस फिल्म में एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है. कोई गिर गया यहाँ पे. सनी लियोन का नाम सुन. अच्छा. Are you okay, sir?
Moving over sunny things in life, John's role in Shootout is an out-and-out negative role, and the hunky star isn't looking for love for once, and he puts forth his aggression with this number.
आला रे आला, आला रे आला. इतना सुरीला बोला, ताली बजाओ. इतना अच्छा बोला उसने. मानिया आला, मानिया आला, मानिया आला. अखी मुंबई में अपन का बोल बाला. और क्या चाहोगे यार? हमारे घर और सीढ़ी बजाओ. इतना सुर में गाना.
With Noyan Jyoti in Mumbai, Garima Khurana headlines today.
John. Well, time to close the show. That's all we have for you in entertainment quality. Shut it down, Dukan Band, and bye from me. God bless you all. But I have a special treat for you. Superman is flown in. Iron Man came out Superman, and he's looking super. Well, I'm going to leave you with these images of the brand new Superman. Enjoy. I'm out of here.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? What if a child aspired to something greater?
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You're the answer, son. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks? For some, he was a guardian angel. For others, a ghost who never quite fit in.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will ride behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
You believe your son is safe?
I will find him!
My father believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S. How about super?
Excuse me.